What's going on, Red Cup fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're watching the Red Cup review. Today we're taking a look at the Mezco 112 Collective Gomez Game of Death figure. It's pretty limited from what I hear, and this is a first here on the channel because this is the first Gomez figure I've actually ever even purchased. We're going to see if the hype train is real, because apparently everybody seems to like these figures. I've never actually had one in hand. I think it's silly, but hey, let's see if it'll change my mind, alright? It comes with this nice, pretty exclusive, neat-looking packaging. It's pretty unique. Enjoy. The figure comes with some pretty unique packaging, unique to Mezco at least. I've never seen a Mezco come in something like this before. This is a flat black, kind of like shoebox thing, but with the art on the front there, the Gomez of Death. In this game, there can be only one winner, right? And this other little box in here. Let's see what's in this little box type quick. I didn't even open this yet, and I want to be real careful so as to not rip it. Okay, you open this up. And inside here is, here's the extra Gomez heads, right? We'll take a look at that in the head sculpt section. So let's put that right here. And there is the actual box and artwork. Wow. If the goal here is to completely overwhelm the buyer with a sheer volume of accessories, it's like a tidal wave smacking you in the head, then yeah, Mezco's not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing in order to sell their original IPs. Here's his base that he comes with, right? Standard Mezco base. He even comes with this Mezco Game of Death giant sticker. That's basically the box art that's at the bottom of the box there. He's got these little foam accessory holders, right? I don't know if you guys can see that there, right? That's inside here. Nice little sticker sheet. Also, I don't know where we would put the stickers just yet, but there's your stickers. And a crazy amount of accessories. 6 different head sculpts. Yeah, I understand what they're doing here. The character's still not for me. I like the outfit and the idea and the concept and execution of this, but let's take a closer look at the figure itself. Taking a closer look at the portraits, I kind of happen to like this one a little bit more than the regular standard head sculpt because I think it's just more interesting with the battle damage and the black eye. All the paint is uniform on all these things. There's nice little black wash at the top of the brow and on the back of the heads to kind of show the depth and the detail there, which is pretty nice. So all of them are pretty much the same as far as the paint work goes, and the antennas articulate on the top of the heads, which is also pretty nice. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? Then they also have his roach head, right? You guys that are, not new to this kind of, know this already. But one thing I wanted to point out that I've always thought was kind of weird was that these skull heads on these Mezco figures kind of look like bobbleheads to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. They kind of look like they're a little oversized and big. I might not use the skull head, but he does come with a skull head. It has a little bit of translucentness thing going on around the jaw area. But where I think the figure really shines as far as head sculpts go is the exclusive head sculpts that come with this. At least that's what I think they are. They came in that other separate box. And that's the black eye. The total black eye versions I think look much, much better. There's a nice reflective quality to them, which is pretty cool. I think the paint is a little bit better too around the purpleness of his black eye. So I think it just looks better overall. And they also have his regular head, right, in that version also. I don't know, they look pretty cool. This looks much cooler to me than these do. Much, much cooler. They should definitely stick with the black eyes. I don't know if they do or if they don't or whatever the case may be, but in my opinion, this is the way to go. Taking a look at the outfit and the articulation in this section, Gomez of Death obviously draws his inspiration from Bruce Lee's Game of Death, the 1970s movie starring Chuck Norris and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you haven't seen that fight with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, go stop this video right now, check it on YouTube, and come on back. It's pretty damn fun. Also, the bride from Kill Bill also had a very similar outfit that she wore at the end of the first movie, obviously drawing inspiration from that movie also. But what I think of when I see this is when Bruce Leroy first confronted Shonuff in the dojo in 1985's Berry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Absolutely love that movie. That's what I think of when I look at this. Bruce Leroy. Anyways, moving along to the figure itself. Those that know that the articulation on the actual Gomez figures themselves are probably the best body that Mezco could possibly use. The arms rotate all the way around. They got great ab crunch articulation going forward and going back. You could really spread the legs out and really get some crazy, crazy dynamic poses. You're not going to have to worry about any ripping in the seams under the crotch area. So yeah, they're known for their articulation. They need to start using bodies like this for their other figures, for the guys like me, the Marvel and DC guys. All right, taking a look at his sneakers. Because the sneakers go up higher than where the ankle joint is, you're going to get a little bit of articulation there, but not too much. A little bit of front to back. Front to back's actually pretty good now that I think about it. Side to side, there's the little Mezco insignia there, and on the bottom of his sneaker, Kiss My Converse, Bruce Leroy. Right, yeah, it looks good. So another thing I wanted to point out was the side down here. This is actually stitched in. This is a piece of cloth. The black stripes are stitched in pieces of cloth on top of the spandex piece of cloth. So they're not vinyl, and you're not going to have to worry about it ripping on you or tearing or peeling off as the figure ages in your collection, which is pretty darn nice. I wish they would do that with some of their other figures that had stripes like that. I always like the stitched in cloth better because it kind of, alleviates that worrying of it being destroyed over the long run. Also, be careful with this figure because of the bright yellow. You might want to wash your hands beforehand so the oils of your fingers don't actually stain the figure itself. On the back here, you have a working zipper that shows you a little bit of a padded underneath, like kind of t-shirt he's wearing there. You can zip that back up. And the neck articulation is on 2 different joints, so it rotates all the way around here, and it also rotates in the neck, the bottom neck joint too, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, the articulation is all there. You get some really crazy dynamic poses with this. If this wasn't so wobbly right now, you'd probably be able to show that the leg can go all the way up and kick somebody in the face. Bam, just like that. Very cool stuff. Good, nice-looking figure. Great execution. As always, Mezco does execute pretty darn well with their figures. I'm just not necessarily a fan of the character, but I do appreciate the shout out to Bruce Lee. All right, we know he comes with an absurd amount of accessories. My least favorite part of doing any review is the accessory section, but this guy is pretty much sold on his accessories, so we're going to take a look at those. Take a look at this heart accessory. I believe this is a newer accessory to the Mezco line. It is dynamite. Look at the blood dripping effect, the translucent blood on the bottom, and how the deeper, different colors of pinks and reds actually adds to the realisticness of it. That looks pretty darn good as far as, ripping a guy's heart out. Kalima, right? Look how awesome that is. All right, so the hands are kind of they're not rubbery, but they're softer plastic, so you can actually get the accessories in there. They hold them tight, but you don't have to worry about snapping the hands themselves. I know some figures that are supposed to hold accessories do sometimes have that issue. There's the sword. Good paintwork on everything. I kind of want to blow through this, so just bear with me. The nunchucks have a wire in the middle so you can pose them in different ways and have them look like they're flying through the air, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the sword has its sheath, right, with the nice black wrapping on there. His hands he comes with an insane amount of hands. He even comes with the middle finger hand, right? Yeah, good old fuck you to the collector, right? No, this is actually pretty nice. Look, man, I can't speak enough about how cool all this stuff is, although I am not a Gomez guy, so like the figure itself kind of just falls short as far as execution goes. It's a really nice execution on it. He actually comes with more accessories than this. All of them are pretty much doubled up, like the 2 sides and everything else, but there wasn't even enough room to have them all on the camera at once. There's the sai. He even comes with his little own baby Yoda version of Mezco. Look at that. Yeah, little cutie. And he comes with his nice little cutie nunchucks there too. I keep saying nunchucks. Whatever. That's what they're called to me, damn it. Right? So, pretty cool. Cute little, and his arms actually articulate up and down. And he has articulation in the waist. So, that's pretty cool. Boombox. I'm not sure if the boombox opens up or not. It looks like there are hinges on it. I'm not going to, risk popping this thing open. But I do know that there's a hinge up there for that, for him to carry his nice little boombox. I guess that's something that Mezco does. He's known for... The boombox is actually pretty nice looking. Nice little 1980s boombox. You got his grappling hook here, or and it ties on there, and you can unravel that. So that's pretty cool. I think this is called a halberd, right? Nice big for chopping, right? And it's got the silver edge on it, which is pretty cool. So the paintwork on there was not, the gold and the silver, very cool. These things, which are like the dragon fists, I guess, or like the fire fists, right, actually have pegs in them. So you have to actually peg them onto the hand. And for the sake of time in the review, we're not going to show you every one of these things pegged in. Maybe we'll do a few pictures later on in the review. But they're a nice translucent fiery effect, so that's pretty cool. He's got these claw things. I guess that's the hand that would hold on to them, and they slip on like that pretty easily. They slip right in, and then you can peg that onto his hand just like that. So that's pretty nice too. And you got these nice little real chain too. Real chain on these things, right? With the ball on the end, which is pretty cool, like a bolo almost, right? So that's nice. He comes with 2 different versions of that, right? The sickle version, obviously right here. Same idea with the paintwork. And he comes with a ton of ninja stars. He comes with like a few of these actually, right? Which is pretty cool, right? Shirkins, I believe they're called. And, just hit the camera there. And also these little jammies as well. Nice little daggers. You know, be careful. The points on these things can jam you up if you just grab it and it'll go right through your finger. All right, that's pretty much it, I believe. And I had like, that's not enough. And he's got more stuff too. See, he's got more things in here I didn't want to break out. He's got another pair of nunchucks. Another one of those other like silvery, you know, stabby things. Mr. Gomez of Death here also comes with a neat little backpack accessory that slings over his shoulder. You got to remove the head for that. Get it over the shoulder just like that, and it's pretty neat. Looks pretty cool. It's got a working zipper. It's got some pouches that you could stick some stuff in, and it also has this other little extra pouch here that you can kind of sling onto the back as well. All right, very nice. It comes with a nice little working clip. This clip over here actually does work like a seatbelt would. You kind of grab it, you pinch it. And there you go. And it comes right off. And you can snap it on and off just like that. Very cool stuff. Nice little neat detail to include with the accessories. We hope you guys enjoyed the review, and if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and let us know what you think of these Gomez figures. Personally, I'm not going to have any of these in my personal collection. I'm just not sold on the character, although the fun factor and the accessories is off the chain with this thing, so we got to objectively give it 5 out of 5 cups. So, hey, look, get yourself on the wait list and get this figure because, look, if you're a fan of Bruce Lee, Bruce Leroy, and all that stuff I mentioned earlier, Kung Fu films, he is going to be a must-own in your collection. He's just not going to be a mainstay in mine. We hope you guys enjoyed the review. Maybe we'll catch you on another episode of the Red Cup Review. Thanks for tuning in.